Drew, overall, how do you think you played, and how hard was it to stomach this loss, because it felt so similar to kind of some of those ones we saw last year? Does it make it harder, given you guys were in control and had a chance with 5 minutes left to seal it?
Yeah, it does. It does feel a little bit like those last year. Obviously, I was on the sideline for those, so it hits a little harder being on the field and being able to have a say in the outcome. But yeah, there's just some plays that we could have made there to not only finish the game out, but just during the game. That the drive where I fumbled the snap on the one could have picked up some yards in that play. We got to third down, we got kicked off the field. There's just a lot of little things that we could have done a lot better, but I feel like it was promising, made some plays, but we want to be an elite offense, and tonight with some of the things that we did, including some of the things that I did myself, it just wasn't elite for us.
Next up, Michael Spencer.
Drew, what was working so well with you and Noah in the first half, and then what happened in the second half?
Yeah, I think it just comes from, experience last year. Coach Shermer was calling great plays to get him open, and then Noah was attacking it. Noah was ready to go. Noah was ready to prove to everyone here, including the whole NFL, who he is and how hard he's worked in this past. And when the ball got to him, that was the thing. He made the play every time the ball came to him, and that's just something we got to build on, something he needs to build on, and something that others can build on from as well.
Next up, Mark Kisla.
In a game like this, there's 10 different things that could have gone right, and you would have won the game. In the fourth quarter, to what extent, if any, did you miss that home crowd, maybe pushing you over the top?
Yeah, that would have been sweet. It was definitely really weird out there tonight. It was the no noise, the timeouts. It was just quiet. It's like I wanted to call the play quiet in the huddle because I didn't know if they could hear us calling plays. It was weird. But yeah, Mile High would have came in big time for us there at the end. But what could have been really big for us is just us executing the 4-minute offense.
Next up, Nick Kosmider.
Yeah, Drew, obviously, Jerry showed some of his electric ability, but had the drop on the big fourth quarter drive. What do you say to him as a young player, after a moment like that? It comes down to stuff we talked about during the week, is that, in college football, you get 90-plus plays, and in the NFL, there's a minimal amount of plays that you get to run, and you just got to bring extreme focus all the time. I think because I feel like I know Jerry, he wanted to do well so bad that, he kind of forced some things on himself. And it's kind of like what I did in my first start. I forced a couple balls into windows because I wanted to win so bad. I wanted to do well so bad. And I know that's what he wanted, man. He was jived up, ready to go. And I think it just comes down to, he learned his lesson.
Next up,
There's a certain way that you can come in and just stay relaxed, take it play by play. But I thought he did a fantastic job tonight. He's got a promising future here, I would say.
Next up, Eric Dalala.
Yeah, Drew, how much could you feel the absence of Courtland in the offense tonight?
You try not to think about it while you're out there, obviously. I think any offense in the NFL, if they had the opportunity to have Courtland on a team, would miss him if he wasn't. So not only us, but we obviously miss him. Everybody missed Courtland, but we were ready to play. We had a great scheme. We just find a way to finish.
Next up, Arnie Stapleton. Time for a few more after Arnie.
Hey, Drew, not only Courtland, but you don't have Hamler, and then you lose Philip Lindsay today. What's it like to just keep losing these guys? They're dropping like flies. And obviously you lost Von Miller last week.
Yeah, injuries are injuries. We play a contact sport, and things are going to happen. I think it's just about the next guy up. That's what everyone's job is, to have one guy's ready, have the starters ready, and have the twos ready, and have the threes ready, just in case something does happen. But you can't say enough about Phil, can't say enough about KJ, and all the guys obviously Vaughn. But it's next man up attitude, and we got to come out and can't hang our hat on it. We just got to go out and ball.
Next up, Lindsey Jones.
Hey, Drew, the bar has been set pretty high for how quarterbacks can play in their second year, what we've seen some other guys doing around the league. What were you hoping to show about your development, your progression in this Pat Shermer offense, and how do you think you did in your first game playing with Pat?
Yeah, I think that what I wanted to show will probably develop over time. I showed some things I wanted to show tonight, but I wasn't trying to throw everything out there the first game for trying to show everybody and prove everything. I think I'll prove it over the season. But I'm really excited about Coach Shermer's offense. I felt really comfortable back there, more comfortable than I did probably towards the end of last season. It just felt right. I felt like I was where I needed to be, and was very confident going into the game, and pretty much confident the whole game. Just got to make a couple plays here and there and pull out a win next week.
Last one, Zach Stevens.
Hey, Drew, couple of snaps hit the ground. Can you take us through those? What happened there?
Yeah, I'd say it's just, it's definitely my fault without a doubt. Took my eyes off one, trying to get the draw off because, whatever. Took my eyes off on one, trying to get the ball into Phillips' zone. And the one under center was my fault too. Had my hand way left, didn't ride the center. So, things that hadn't happened in a while. It happened tonight, and we had to bounce back and make it work.